What mistakes did Lands' End CEO Frederica Marchioni make? Well, she didn't make just one. It was lots of mistakes, but I'm going to talk about 4 key mistakes that she made. The first one being that she tried to make too much change happen. This was an organization that didn't use the F word, fashion, and she was using the F word all over the place. And that really challenged the culture inside the organization. And if you think about some of the change, it was change that was too far also. Going from comfortable shoes to stilettos, for example. Now, the other change that she made that really upset the culture and the customers was the size changes. That was a predictable part of doing business with Lands' End. The sizes were the sizes. They remained the same. With Marchioni coming in, she started to introduce new sizes, smaller sizes, started changing the size ranges, which confused customers, and it also confused the employees trying to help the customers. Mistake number 2, too fast. She was trying to make change too fast, just like Ron Johnson at JCPenney was trying to make change happen too fast. Now, where was this pressure coming from? It was coming from above, the board of directors and the investors. They wanted to see change. They wanted to see results, show us results, and show us pretty great results because we're paying you a lot of money. Well, that added pressure. And instead of communicating upwards, going, this is going to take time to accomplish, they moved at what they thought was warp speed. They were getting told to move and move quickly. And move quickly they did. But they failed to bring everybody along with them. Mistake number 3, they didn't join the band. Marchioni and Johnson didn't really assimilate themselves into the organization. They expected the organization just to follow them. Well, it doesn't work that way. Culture doesn't change, and culture doesn't follow a new leader until they trust that leader. There was not enough time to establish trust, and there wasn't enough communication to establish that trust. By having private bathrooms built into her office, by only being in Dodgeville 1 week of a month, and by doing things like calling the baby ugly. The clothes are ugly. Who would wear this? She also didn't have kind words for the catalog either, and felt that the catalog, the pictures used in the catalog, shot in studio of stiff models standing next to stacks of sweaters, well, that was boring. We need to have something more exciting. And she went out and hired a photographer and did expensive photo shoots in exotic locales. Well, that wasn't Lands' End. And both the internal culture and the external culture didn't accept those changes. Now, mistake number 4 was shooting the messenger. Whenever you're making change in an organization and you introduce a change, there's always resistance. There's always somebody who's going to raise their hand going, but what about this? And some of that resistance is just, don't move my cheese. But other times the resistance is very real because you're ignoring a reality, something that is doctrinal to these people. Now, you need to, as a leader, address it. You have to pay attention to it. You don't shoot them down because those could be warning signs to you, something that you're not aware of. And when they raise their hand and go, but if you change the sizes, our customers will get confused. Or, I can't see any of our customers buying bright red stilettos. Those are warning messages. But Johnson in JCPenney and Marchioni in Lands' End, they both shot messengers. Now, in Johnson's case at JCPenney's, it was a much, much bigger company. And so people who left, who departed, a lot of people departed on their own, and other people that departed under fire, they didn't get seen. People, you had to go out of your way to be able to see them. Not the same at Lands' End. In Dodgeville, 4,600 people in town. The departed walked the streets. They still lived in the area. They went to the same stores, and so people would see them. If you, instead of listening to it, treat it as resistance and shoot the messenger by firing the person or demoting the person, well, that sends a message clear through the organization that their input is no longer valid. And when their input is no longer valid, you've lost their support.